What is up, everyone? Happy April 30th. It is the last day of the month. Markets are now closed, so let's take a look and see how I did for the month of April. The month of April was very up and down. I really ended the last half of April a lot better than the way I started. So let's just first start off with TLC trading. Okay, so my TLC trades, my first red month of 2026 for just TLC. Started off really good, and you can kind of see ran into a week that was just brutal. Yeah, I think it was a combination of forcing things, and then also a combination of the market being so sensitive to the war in Iran. It's just there was just a lot of really aggressive moves as the markets reacted to news that came out. I mean, all it really took a lot of times was, um, a report of this might happen or that might happen, and it would, market would rip up or drop 30 points in a couple seconds. I mean, I know I had some pretty massive slippage. I know at least on April 7th here, and probably some of these others. I know there was slippage involved in multiple trades. So to be honest with you, I'm really kind of happy with it. Only being down a couple grand on TLC trades. Really had a nice end of April here. Getting a lot of it back. So let's take a look at one DTE. Or I guess let's take a look at this should say 26. Let's take a look at the overall trades for TLC. So had 26 total trades, 13 winners, 13 losers, 50%. So that makes sense, this needs to be 60% or higher, but in terms of winners and losers, if you're 50% win percentage, it's probably going to be close to break even. I was just down a couple grand here. So AM Iron Condors, 12 winners, 10 losers. So those did not perform near as well. Only did 4 lunchtime Iron Condors or midday, and 1 and 3, and didn't do any power hours. So let's take a look at one DTE. Not many one DTEs. I'm wondering, is that correct? Let me double check that. Let's see. Yeah, only 4 one DTEs, and it was 1 and 3 from minus 2,470. So not a lot of one DTEs in April. Now Mahomes is where it really carried me. Man, look at that. Plus $7,228.48 in Mahomes. I don't have, number of trades, how many winners, how many losers. I just been keeping track of profits for that one. So maybe I will add that layer in the future. But right now, 7,228, and that gave me a total for TLC 1 DTE Mahomes plus 2,723.48 on the month. So it's green for the month. Not that big, but green is green. And then the last thing I would have had would have been not the last thing. I'm sorry. I had earnings here. So I have 3 that are closed. I have 4 that are still on. They're looking like they're going to be losers. Tomorrow they will, on May 1st, will be there when they finish. So we're going to need some up movement for some of these. But 14.12 on my 3 closed earnings trades. So that gives a total of $4,135.48. And then the other thing is the FOMC for the month of April. So my crean, and again that was just yesterday. My cream was an $1,800 winner, and then I had a $840 FOMC Iron Condor. So my totals for the month with FOMC $6,775.48. So just type that here so you can see 6775.48 is my overall with my FOMC trades, my earnings trades, my Mahomes, my one DTE, my TLC. They're all trades that I call out either. Either I post them in the Discord channel, my trades channel, earnings trades, my trades, and then also the FOMC. I called that out and have bots for those for everyone. So April in the books plus $6,775.48. I will take it given the horrible start that I had here. So yeah, hopeful that May starts off a lot better than what April did. So anyway, that's all for April. Tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow is May 1st. So we start trading May tomorrow already, May 2026. Hard to believe. Everybody have a great night. Talk to you soon.